So yesterday I did a video talking about the teams or the 5 teams with the weakest schedules in the NFL this season. Today I'm going to be doing a video about the 5 teams that have the most difficult schedule for this upcoming season. Now, mainly I'm going to be focusing on the teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Cleveland Browns. The reason why is because those are all teams that made the playoffs last season. So having a more difficult schedule is going to decrease the likelihood that they make the playoffs this upcoming season. Specifically with the Steelers and the Browns, because they largely benefited from Joe Burrow's injury last season for the Cincinnati Bengals, and now he's going to be coming back healthy this season, and that's going to make it a lot more difficult for those respective teams to potentially make the playoffs. The AFC as a whole is going to be getting better this year. We also have Justin Herbert coming back from the Chargers. So those wild card spots in the AFC are going to be very, very difficult to get. Now, for the Vikings, I know I said I wanted to focus on the teams that made the playoffs last season, but with the Vikings and the Patriots, both of them, they have young quarterbacks that they drafted in this past draft, and guys like Drake May and J.J. McCarthy, respectively. For the Vikings, the reports are that they might not even potentially start J.J. McCarthy, that they're going to go with veteran Sam Darnold instead to start the season. I mean, we still have a lot of time until the season starts, but as of right now, that's what the reports are. And in a way, that's not a bad approach per se. When you have a young quarterback, it is good to have him sit behind a veteran and sort of get more acclimated to the mental aspect of the game first before just being thrown into the fire. The Patriots are actually taking a similar approach with Drake May, and the reports are that they're going to go with veteran Jacoby Brissett to start the season as well. But overall, strength of schedule does play a huge role for teams as far as wins and losses. And it'll be interesting to see how these teams do this upcoming season, especially in the AFC with the Steelers, the Browns, and the Ravens. And one last thing, touching on the Ravens. For the Ravens, obviously they went to the AFC Championship game last year. They were the number 1 seed. So with the increased difficulty in their strength of schedule, it's going to be interesting to see if they repeat as the number 1 seed in the AFC this season. Now, I want to hear from football fans in the comment section down below, specifically fans of the Steelers, Patriots, Browns, Ravens, and Vikings. What are your thoughts on your team's schedule, and do you think that having a more difficult schedule this season is going to make it more difficult to make the playoffs this season for your team?